Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body in their regular livery scheme. This is the first of two Malaysia Airbus A350s that JC Wings has produced and made. The other one is the Untitled livery. I have that one in my possession and I will do that model momentarily. I purchased this model from Easy Toys, whose store is based out of San Diego, California, and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular model, allow me to share some information about the history of Malaysia Airlines, if you would please. Malaysia Airlines is a Malaysian-based airline that was founded on May 1st, 1947 in Singapore as Malayan Airways Limited, as the airline was jointly formed by Imperial Airways, the Ocean Steamship Company of Liverpool, and the Strait Steamship Company of Singapore, and the carrier's first inaugural flight was from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore via by way of Ipoh and Penang using an Airspeed Type Consul twin-engine airplane. Then fast forward to the year of 1963. After the formation of the Federation of Malaysia, the airline was renamed Malaysian Airways, and after Singapore's expulsion from the Federation in 1965 led to another change in 1966, in which the airline was renamed Malaysia Singapore Airlines when the two government entities eventually took joint ownership of the airline. However, on September 30th, 1972, after 6 years of operating as Malaysia Singapore Airlines, the airline eventually ceased operation and divided up its assets to form two separate national carriers, Singapore Airlines, which is now based out of Singapore, and Malaysian Airlines System, MAS, and commenced operations on October 1st, 1972. And after 43 years of operating under the Malaysian Airlines System brand, the airline was relaunched again on September 1st, 2015 as Malaysia Airlines Berhad. Malaysia Airlines is the national flag carrier airline for the country of Malaysia, whereas the headquarters of Malaysia Airlines, along with its main hub and base of operations, is located on the grounds of Kuala Lumpur International Airport, which is located approximately 28 miles south of the city center section of Kuala Lumpur in the Sepang district section of Selangor. Whereas the secondary hubs of Malaysia Airlines is located at Kota Kinabalu International Airport, located in Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia, and Kuching International Airport located in Sarawak, Malaysia. And the focus city hub of Malaysia Airlines is located at Penang International Airport located in Penang, West Malaysia. As of October 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, Malaysia Airlines flies to 57 destinations throughout Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and Oceania with the operating fleet of 80 aircraft that includes 6 of Airbus A350-900XWBs with no unfulfilled orders pending on this aircraft type. Also, as of October 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, Malaysia Airlines was still under review from the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and up until 2014, Malaysia Airlines was one of a handful of airlines that previously operated as a certified 5-star airline carrier. And the Airbus destination code for Malaysia Airlines for this particular aircraft is 94X. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the box here, the front of the box that is, where you see the aircraft type right there at the top of the box. A350XWB means extra wide body, the Malaysia Airlines title, the airline's logo, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box where you see all the specifications on this aircraft models, the length and the width, what have you. You see the Malaysia Airlines title, the airline's logo, the aircraft type, all the information there concerning this aircraft, the warning information, the length as well as the width of the aircraft, including the JC Wings logo. You can pause and look at that if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving. Now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the aircraft type information, the Malaysia Airlines title, as well as the airline's logo, including the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information. Alright, now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information at the top of the box I showed you early on, except here on the right side, you have the flaps up version, and then there's the flaps down. This one you see check here, that's the one I have. That's the one I'm going to do the review on. Okay. Now you're looking at this nice little metal model stand you see here. I'm glad they JC Wing decided to put all the information back on the model stand. It makes it more valuable and appealing. And then you come right there. You see the Malaysia Airlines title, the logo, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information there. And then you up here, you see the little patent on the model stand. And the purpose of that black patent, folks, is to prevent your model from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on this particular model stand. Now you're going to hit this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors, featuring the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular model, okay? Alright, with all that information out of the way about the history of Malaysia Airlines, all the details here on this box, as well as the information on the back of the box, the model stand that came with the model, as well as the gear replacements doors inside this plastic bag here. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model. Check it out. There it is, everyone, the JC Wings Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft in their regular livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. Alright, allow me to share some information about the Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft and how it came a part of their fleet. Malaysia Airlines became the 17th carrier, respectively, to acquire this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Malaysia Airlines took delivery of its first of 6 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft that Malaysia Airlines had placed orders for back on November 17, 2016, and received their very first Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, which bears the registration ship number 9M-MAB on November 28, 2017. And the airline's first inaugural flight on this iconic jetliner took place on December 9, 2017, when it flew from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to Penang International Airport in Penang, West Malaysia, as Malaysia Airlines Flight MH1140. Then was followed with another pair of validation flights when it flew from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport and Singapore Changi Airport in Singapore shortly thereafter, giving the maintenance crews, the flight crews, as well as the ground staff personnel time to get familiar with the aircraft before the actual international launch. Then fast forward 1 month later. That's when Malaysia Airlines' first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on January 15, 2018. And that's when Malaysia Airlines officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Kuala Lumpur to London Heathrow route, eventually replacing the Airbus A380-800s that was previously utilized on this particular route, as the airline's fleet of 6 Airbus A350-900XWBs are currently based and operated out of the airline's main hub at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, as this aircraft is destined to become one of the major flagship jetliners for the Kuala Lumpur-based carrier for the foreseeable future. Now let's talk about the livery you see displayed here on this aircraft. This is the current livery scheme of Malaysia Airlines, which was unveiled and introduced to the general public sometime in 2010. Features a white fuselage that features the 2 strips of the red and blue ribbons emerging from the bottom of the fuselage, as well as the airline's logo. The wild balloon, which is actually displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, was also refreshed as part of the airline's livery scheme makeover, whereas the airline's name, Malaysia Airlines, which is actually displayed on the front of the fuselage, was also remodified and painted entirely in the blue colors, as well as this livery scheme has actually been the airline's signature trademark livery look ever since it was introduced in 2010. So, with all that information out of the way about the history of this aircraft, how it came part of their fleet, as well as the livery here, with no further ado, let's get down to business and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the nose gear struts, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number on it, AB. You see the pewter tubes and the static ports, what have you. The nose cone, as well as the pewter tubes on front there. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on. And then you see the cockpit windows and the windshield wipers there as well. But now we go over here by the L1 door. You see right there, that is the One World logo you see displayed there next to the L1 door. And Malaysia Airlines joined the One World Alliance on February 13, 2013, which consists of 13 airline members from 6 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes American Airlines, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, and Qantas as the 5 founding members. And then you go right above the L1 door right there, you see the Malaysian flag decal right there. And this flag decal represents the country where Malaysia Airlines currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the country of Malaysia. You also see the Malaysia Airlines billboard tire along with the red and blue strips that's going across this fuselage here. All right, we're at the center of the aircraft, and what you see here, the bogie landing gears here on the port side, including the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door. But more important, these big massive engines you're looking at here, and these are the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 type engines that are used on this particular Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft. And you also see the engine cones right there, which is very realistic in detail. So I'm gonna turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front of the engines, and the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the front of these engines here on the port side of the aircraft. See the engine stripes right there, and the turbofan blades do spin, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, and you see the inboard landing lights right there on the edge of the wing, as well as the front view of the landing bogie gears here on the port side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows here, the windshield wipers right there, the Peter tubes right below the cockpit windows, as well above the nose cone, the nose gear doors, the landing gear lights inside the nose gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gears there in front of the aircraft. All right. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripes right there, and the turbofan blade spin over here as well. Perfect. And you see the inboard landing light here on the starboard side, as well as a front visual view of the landing gears here on the starboard side, and the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors. Alright, we're still on the port side of this aircraft, where you see here right next to this wingtip device right here. We see the red navigation light right there, along with another navigation light right there. But more important, you see this nice little wingtip device you see displayed here. These blended winglets were made from composite material, and the purpose of these blended winglets is to improve the overall efficiency of the aircraft, resulting in saving fuel, lowering noise emissions, and improving takeoff performance at the same time. These blended winglets has a 31.9 degree sweep angle, helping to increase cruise speed to Mach 0.85 and a maximum operating speed to Mach 0.89. The blended winglets for the Airbus A350 were produced at the Airbus Broughton factory, known as a specialist facility located in Hawarton, Flintshire, Wales, which lies near the border of England and Wales. Okay, you see it, but I'm gonna let you see it I'm gonna let you see the front end of these blended winglets at a 31.9 degree sweep angle. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the blended wingtip device on this side of the aircraft, how it's swooped in a 31.9 degree sweep angle, you see there. Alright, we're still on the port side of the aircraft, where you're looking at the Malaysia Airlines logo displayed here on the blended winglet you see there. This is the logo of Malaysia Airlines, which was eventually restylized in October 1987, and this logo actually resembles that of the wild Berlin, which is actually a Malaysian moon kite, or the wild cucking, which is actually a cat kite, as well as the country's national symbol, as this logo is also displayed inside the blended winglet. I'm about to show you that right here. There, as well as on the tail fin of the aircraft. Here it is, folks. There it is, the airline's logo on the tail fin of the aircraft. Ain't it great? Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right below the L4 door, you see the registration ship number 9M-MAB. Registration ship number 9M-MAB. This aircraft is the first of 6 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft that actually entered the Malaysia Airlines fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on November 9, 2017, and was delivered to Malaysia Airlines on November 28, 2017. Okay, I almost forgot to show you one feature right there. That is the AFT bolt bin door right there. Okay. Okay, and you see the airline's logo on the tail fin of the aircraft. I showed you that earlier. Okay. All right, we still at the back of the aircraft here, and what you see there is the APU exhaust hole right here. And if you know what APU exhaust stands for, it stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. And underneath the APU exhaust hole, you see 2 little strobe lights right there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350 from the rear view angle, featuring the blended wings on both sides of the aircraft here, as well as over there. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear doors, the partial registration ship number on there. You see the PD tube and the static ports, what have you, the nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the pod escape hatch door. I'll give you a better view of that later. You see the One World logo, the Malaysian flag decal, the Malaysia Airlines title, as well as the front cargo containing loading door, as well as the blue and red stripes that's displayed on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, with the center of the aircraft here, we see the blue and red stripes that I showed you earlier, the inboard land light, the Rolls-Royce Trent XWE-84 type engines here, the engine cones right there, as well as the landing bogey gears here on the starboard side, as well as the landing gear struts and the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the green navigation light next to that blended winglet right there, and then you see the blended winglet right there, along with the Malaysia Airlines logo right there. I'm gonna show you the blended winglet at a 31.9 degree sweep angle from this side as well. Just check it out. Now you see the blended winglet at a 31.9 degree sweep angle here on the starboard side. You see it right there. Okay. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo container loading door right there, the registration ship number, as well as the airline's logo displayed here on the tail fin of the aircraft. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, allow me to show you one feature, which is the rolling gears, which they roll pretty good. As you see there. The front nose gear is a little wobbly though. It's probably the tires a little off there, but it's okay. It still hold on in there. And then it does tilt, and the nose gear does swivel there as well. There, and there. Okay. So with that being said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, where you see the nose cone, you see the pitot tubes right above the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the power escape hatch door. You see the Malaysia Airlines hat on both sides, as well as the Malaysian flag decal, the anti-collision beacon light, the satellite communications antenna there, another high frequency antenna there. Then you slide down this way, another high frequency antenna there. Oh, that's the satellite communications antenna right there. Okay, another antenna, and then there's the tail, and then you see the horizontal stabilizers right there with that luminaire light there, as well as over here as well. You see the little dots that I showed you right there? Those are the luminaire lights, and the purpose of this luminaire light is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Okay, now let's check out the wings, folks. No wing walkway, but you got the engines there, as well as the flaps, slats, get around spoilers. You see the warning information there. as well as a fuel dump valve there. You see the blended winglet right there with the airline's logo displayed on it, as well as over here. No wing walkway. You got the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The warning information, fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet featuring the airline's logo on this side here as well. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model. We see the nose cone, the closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door, the nose gear. Then you slide up here, you see the nice little blue and red right there, as well as the antenna. And then you see the hole where the stand goes in at, as well as the anti-collision beacon light. And then you slide over this way, and you see the APU housing doors, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now we're going to look at these gears here, and they do tilt. Perfect. As well as the engine right there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers right there. The registration ship number, the fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet with the airline's logo there. And then you come over here. There's the gears tilt over here as well. Perfect. You see the engines right there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The fuel dump valve, the blended winglet over here, as well as the airline's logo displayed on here as well. Now, since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in its entirety, now I'm going to put it on that nice little customized metal model stand that came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Alright, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation whatsoever. As you see it being displayed in a takeoff landing position with the model on the stand on the port side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft being displayed in a takeoff landing position with the model on the stand. You see how the wings are flexing a little bit, featuring the blended wings, which I find impressive. Now you're viewing the model being displayed in a takeoff landing position with the model on stand on the starboard side. And finally, you're seeing this model being displayed in a takeoff landing position with the model on the stand from the tail cam angle. Alright, before I take this model to stand, I got this model in this position for a reason, and the reason is the gears, the retractable magnetic gears. I'm going to go ahead and take them off, starting with the nose gear right here. They magnetic, you see there, and take the gears off here, there, as well as the gears here on the starboard side. That's what I like about this particular model. The gears are easy to get off as opposed to a lot of other models, okay? But with that being said, since I got all the gears off here, I'm going to let you see this aircraft model at a different angle without the gears. Let's check it out. Now you're seeing this model being displayed without the gears in flight mode position. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. Now if you want to continue to leave it in the in-flight mode position, that's fine. You see these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag that I showed you earlier. That's the purpose of these gear replacement doors, is to substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode position. Or the other option, if you want to continue to leave them in the gear down position with the gears on there, that's fine as well. Gears up, gears down, your choice. I choose to leave mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off the stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright? Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration. The Malaysia Airlines Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft seats 286 passengers in a 4-class configured cabin layout. If you didn't know, they're the only airline that has a first class in their section. So here's the breakdown, everyone. Row 1, which would be about right here. You have 4 first class enclosed suites. Rows 2 to 11, which would be from here to about right here. You have 35 business class flatbed seats, rows 12 to 15, which will be from here to about right here. You have additional 27 economy extra class seats. and rows 16 to 41, which will be somewhere like from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have 220 economy class seats, which brings the total of 286 seats. And finally, and in addition to Penang, Kota Kinabalu, Bangkok, Singapore, and London Heathrow as the inaugural international flight destination for this aircraft, Malaysia Airlines currently employs their Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft on routes from Kuala Lumpur to destinations such as Hong Kong, Sydney, Osaka, Kansai, Seoul, Incheon, and Tokyo, Narita. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. Sorry about the lengthy review, but details is everything. I do have the Malaysia A350 in the Inaugural crew livery. I will be doing momentarily. Stay tuned for that. But anyway, this will conclude this model review. Please rate, subscribe. I'll let you know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model. Some dealers still have this model, but your best chance is probably getting it on eBay. So with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.